Hey guys, how's everybody doing? No, I'm not dead. I just changed the name of my channel to Dead Gall 72. So you guys have seen this one on my channel before, the CF 800 there, the ZForce, the 4x4. Anyways, so today I'm actually doing the oil change on it. And if you guys want this, here's the kit right there. There he is right there, the CF4S. I don't see any 5W40. They give you 4 liters, which is, they give you an extra liter. So I mean, at one point, once we open this thing up here, I actually want to see who manufactures the filter and the oil, because I'm wondering if you could actually save money and not buy this. Anyways, let's get into this. First things first, this is a number, what is this, 5 Allen key. You got to get the screw up here, and then this one right down there to get this cover off, and this is for the airbox cover area, whatever. So I'm going to get these two off here real quick, and we'll go from there. Those 2 screws are out, so this box kind of just comes out. I don't recall, kind of thinking maybe right here, push this out. Let me just verify this, hold on. There, that air box has a little grommet right there that it goes through. This little push button right here will go back into, I guess I can just actually push that there. I don't know why that was out. This wire here is actually for the backup camera. I actually had a wire routed through here. So let me just put this back up through here. That's funny. I don't know what that was supposed to be zip tied to, but apparently it didn't stay zip tied. So this is the air box. I don't necessarily need to really move this, but I'm going to. So while we're in here, I will just go ahead. Oh my God, I don't remember these things being this tight. I honestly don't remember them being that tight. But I guess they are. Get a screwdriver in here. There we go. There we go. And get this one off. She's definitely in there pretty good. All right, there. I think that's the last one. Oh no, there is one over here. Right here on the back side. All right. No, missed it. Come on. All right, that's off. I think that's all of them. So now, get this thing off. Here, let me get this off here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 right there. So there's 7 all together. All right, so that's what you need to get this airbox cover off. So go from that, and then, oh man. All right, so it really kind of sucks. When we get down here, we're pretty much there. Right here, move my oil thing over because I don't want mud all over it. This is where your oil filter housing is on this particular machine. So some of them are a little bit different. And these, I don't remember. I think these are 7s or 8 mil. I don't remember. But then too, kind of hard to see, especially right now because it's all black. But right in here is where the fill is. And I've seen models that actually have the fill and the tube goes all the way up with a dipstick. This thing actually has the short dipstick. Again, I don't want to open that up yet until I get this open because I don't want dirt falling into that oil. So first things first, now I'm going to break this apart here so I can get this housing out. Just a quick side note, you do not have to open up this airbox when you do your oil change. Just, well, I opened this thing up because the first time we did the oil change on this thing was absolutely, like, it was caked. This right here actually looks perfectly fine. Even underneath it, that filter actually looks great. So that's a kind of akin to all the winter driving and no dust. So what I've got here is an 8 mil right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit those all the way up. Like I said, there's one right here, you can barely see it. So it's right there. Sorry. You got one right there, and one at the top. So I gotta go ahead and I'm gonna bust these ones loose. So I hope that's a lot clearer for you guys. Didn't realize my camera was dirty. So that's gonna start seeping now. So the filter's there. I'm gonna get these screws out. Just turn them out by hand. Now they can be difficult to actually get out at first because they are kind of tight. You don't have to super torque these things down. Best to do it by hand when you do it. Don't use a tool, power tools. I did use the impact just to get these bottom ones out, and then the top one there I'd use my wrench, my ratchet. Wow, that oil looks stupid thick. Okay, so now remove the plate. All right, move the plate. That's her right there. We'll go ahead and we'll clean that thing up after with a rag. I'm gonna put these screws in my toolbox right here because I do not want to lose them. So that's that. That's gonna be the filter. If I recall, this filter was kind of a bugger to get out. Come on. There we go. All right, filter's out. We'll go ahead and drop that in there real quick. All right, so that's the filter housing, and then now you guys can see better that drain that's right there. So, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead, reach into here. Nah, he painted this thing red. I forgot about that. Take that out. That's your shorty. See, that's what I mean about short. And what's down? Actually, no, that's right where it should be. Yeah, that's almost perfect. Look at that. All right, good. Oh, fingers in the way. All right, so there's that there. I'll let that drain off there. And then now we just have to get down here. And then let me get this light, because that drain is like under here. You can see it, I think. I've only done this once before, guys, so right there I can see it. So see that oily, that not right there in the center of the screen, right there. So that's when we got a bust, and if I think that's a 16 or 17. I'll have to double check that, but give me a moment and I'll do that. So yeah, so I've got that 17 sitting on there now, and I don't know if you guys can see that up there or not, but there's that little ledge right there, and that won't allow you to put a 17 on it, like a box end. So instead what I've done is I've got this extension with the wobbly, so I can go ahead and break this thing loose. All right, so let me just crack that loose real quick. And we got that broke loose. I'm just going to go ahead and detach that, and I will just break this loose. And I'm hoping this socket actually holds on to it, but because this is on a wobbly, it's probably going to drop. Pan sitting down there waiting for the oil. I can't really see it. I think it's out there. And I just dropped it. Ah! See if I can grab it real quick before the oil gets it. Right there. Got it. All right, got it out. That's a good oil. All right, we'll let this make a mess, and we'll come back to it in a minute. While this is draining, I've got a new plug ring, right, copper, to crush that, and then a new seal for this one here. So I'm going to pull this one here off, just like that. That's actually garbage. I'll throw that away over there. The ring actually fell off of that there, so I don't have to worry about that. I can put this one here on the new one, and then I'll get this seal on there, and then I can put the oil filter back into place. So I'm going to do that now while the oil is draining. I'll go ahead and clean all that out right there inside there. I'll go ahead and clean that out inside there, and then go ahead and put it all back together on that side. And that's going to be my fill hole right there, which is what I remember, pretty hard to fill. But I bought a new transfer pump, a fluid transfer pump. And if you guys were on my other channel, you would have seen that, but you're not, so you're not. But I do have a fluid transfer pump. I'm actually going to try to fill it from right here with the light on it so I can see it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back together. It's pretty straightforward. Put that on there. Sorry, put that on there, and then we'll call it. All right, see you guys in a sec. Put the new seal on that, and the filter. Filter only goes in one way, so you guys see it open, closed. Go ahead and just put it up there, and we're gonna give it a push. There you go, you heard that? Until it sets. Now we can go ahead, put this up in place here, and try to key it so these holes line up. Holes line up. All right, good. So hopefully that stays there, and it likely won't here. Well, all right, I'm gonna grab the hardware for this, and then we'll do that. All right, I'm just trying to get this in here so you light with this, guys, because it's getting dark. But what I essentially did was I put these all in hand tight. I didn't have the ratchet on this. I just had my extension, put them all in place. So I'm just going to go ahead and button these guys up now. And he said, you don't have to kill these. There is a seal, a rubber seal on these things. So go around like a car tire. See, that one's loose. That one doesn't want to. There we go. My hand's in the way, sorry. Ugh, there we go. That one's tight. And then that one's tight. And then that one's tight. And see, here's the thing. Look what I'm using. I'm not cranking on these. This is a little tiny handle. So when I say it's tight, it's just like, I work in the industry, and I've seen so many people, I swear to you, use like torque wrenches to put oil filters on. I don't know why you guys do that. When I say you guys, I don't know if you watch my channel or not, but don't. They're supposed to be pretty much hand tight. Now, I know this is a housing. It's a little bit different, but just button it down. There is a seal in that. You don't need to crush it. You don't need to kill it. That thing is still draining oil, so that's going to take a little minute. I'm going to let this thing drain out as much oil as I possibly can, and then before we fill it up there. There she is. She's pretty much just dripping. So go ahead and put my copper washer on that, and I will go ahead and squeeze in there. Just I can't really record and do that at the same time. So one thing I just noticed is that that's actually a magnetic plug, so make sure you clean that off. I did just clean it off. I just noticed it, and I just cleaned it off there. So go ahead and put it back in that hole there. All right, she's there. Let's see if I can get this thing here to go on there like that. We'll go ahead and just hand tighten that in. And look at that. Put my ratchet on it. Now we're going to the on position, so make sure we put that to on. And go ahead. There we go. Crack that down. And like I said again, you don't have to kill these things, all right? So that thing there is right now plenty tight. Yep. She's not going anywhere. So go ahead and get this off. All right, so now I have my fluid transfer pump. I'll show you guys that. So the fluid transfer pump got a nice extension on there. So as you guys see, when I put it on there, she goes all the way to the bottom. So go ahead, put that on there, and hopefully this thing does screw on. Oh yes, it does. I have first time me using it on these bottles here. Let me get this square up. Here, let me get this tightened up. So that, yeah, so that's tightened up on that bottle. Perfect, just like that. Now I can take this. Doesn't matter if that bottle spills over. Take this, put that little hook. I'm gonna put this thing right into that hole. Right there. And see, I can put it into the hole. So now when I start pumping, I don't have to worry about it overfilling. Because before we were filling it with a canister from the top. But now all I have to do is take me a couple pumps. There we go. Ah, crap. Oh yeah, of course it falls off. All right, let me do that. You guys got the gist. So I will say this, you got to be really careful that this doesn't come off while you're using it, and that doesn't come out. But actually stopped, so I wanted to get a rag. So I got oil all over this. So I'm going to hold this, and I'm about 3/4 through this bottle. If it was daytime, actually, I wish I could show you how fast it's actually pumping this stuff out. Oh, there, I think did I just grab it? I don't think she just locked, so I gotta return this. Yeah, that pump just locked. So I have to, there we go. You can't go all the way down with it. Did it again. Where are we at right now? So there you are, right there. So watch as I pump this. You can see for yourself how fast or how slow. So you're not pumping it in crazy fast. This probably is, there's probably a faster way of doing this, but to be honest with you, this is the cleanest way I found. And that's why I bought this. I actually bought this kit for the PTU in my Interceptor, because it only has a drain. And there we go, we're getting down to the bottom here. And then once you get to the bottom, you'll start to see she's pumping air. Oh, she locked up again, went down too far. Whoops, don't get that line off. Unlock this thing, there we go, and get that oil. Yeah. Sorry about that. So now I can go ahead and just break this one loose. I got to do that offhand. So I'll go ahead, oil's all over my hands here. Break this one loose, grab the next container, and I'm going to do this 2 more times. So that's 1 liter. This thing takes exactly 3 liters. So we'll get that. I'm just going to finish this out here for 3 liters. Let me just say, this is my 3rd bottle, and I absolutely have to say, once this thing's actually in there and you're pumping away, this thing actually makes it way easier to fill this thing. Like, oh crap, on camera again. Just as I say that, that thing squirts off again, right? But the other bottle, it didn't do it at all. The first bottle gave me some problems. This one here did. I have to figure out a better way, maybe like a little tiny hose clamp, and put it on there and like crush it, because this is ridiculous. This thing keeps falling off. But as I was saying, this thing here, if you actually do watch the flow as I'm doing this, when we were doing it with a traditional fill, I had to watch it because it doesn't quite go into the fill hole there, so I had to watch it, and it was going so slow, like so stupid slow. And I'm sitting here pumping this stuff here, and you guys can see, look, I've been pumping it, right? And as I'm pumping it, it is absolutely unbelievable. Like, I'm not spilling anything. Well, I mean, you know, granted, this is really the first time I'm using this thing like this. And like I said, that's one of the improvements I'm going to do right there. I'm going to put a clamp on that, because this thing here just doesn't seem to hold that very well. So, especially with the pumping. But as you guys can see, lock the damn thing again. You go down too far, see that little ring right there? It goes into that and it locks it. So you gotta try not to go down too far. But you guys can see, it's not as fast as just dumping it in, pouring it in, but this is way faster with a transfer pump to getting it in here without having to put a fill tube down there and trying to pour it in. This is unbelievably fast. Like, look at that. I mean, even with the spillage at the beginning of it, let me stop in there for a second. This whole bottle, whoops, even with those, this is 2 minutes so far. She's just about done. And the nice thing is, I know this thing takes 3 liters exactly, so I'm gonna, as soon as this is done, I don't even have to check the fluid, basically. I know she's gonna be good, because you put anything more than 3 in it, and it's way over full. I remember I actually had to drain oil out of it. Like, why do they send you 4 liters if it takes exactly 3? So, there she is getting out of the bottom. I'll move that light down there so you guys can see that a little bit better. Oh, look at that. That's actually not quite 3. Look at that. So just there, and the oil. Watch this. I actually just noticed the oil. Oh, it's pumping too fast. Because I just saw a little bit of oil. There it is, right there. Do you guys see that? So she's just starting to come up to the top, because she's so close to full, I can't pump it really fast. Here, you guys see that bit of oil? Here, let me see. A little bit shaky, but watch this. See it? So there, we're getting really close to being full. If you look down here, whoops, zoomed in still. If you look down there, we have got to be pretty close to being empty. And we are, look at that. Right down there. So if I go slow enough, and this thing here will just start blowing bubbles soon enough. And there we go. I'll go ahead. Yeah, see, as I pump this in, even with the air, so I try to get light in here for you guys too. So, oh, the joys of making videos. So there. So even as I see, I'm just pumping up the rest. Why that fell, I don't know. But as I'm pumping that, I gotta be careful that I don't blow oil out. So I just want to get as much oil, all the oil out of this. And that tells the story right there that she was starting to come out. So I know she's full. So we can go ahead, we can pull this guy out. Put him in there for now. I gotta blow all this stuff out. Get the oil off my hands. And just because this thing right now, sorry, is dry, I'll go ahead and put this thing in. Hold on. All right, so I've got that in. Now, by rights, when I pull this thing out, there should be just a little bit over full because I haven't started it yet, and it hasn't filled up the filter area. So I can't record this right now and pull that out, but I'm just gonna pull that out real quick and I'll show you. All right, so just as I said, I know it's kind of hard to see, but you see, if you guys can see that, she is just above the full mark. She's like right about there. So when I start this bike up, I don't know, can you guys see that? I can. So when I start the machine up, it should actually drop that back down to normal levels. So I can go ahead and put this plug back in, start the machine up, and just check for leaks. Oh, the sun went down. All right. Let's start this thing. Where'd the key go? There it is. Let's start this thing up. The airbox back together again. That filter looks good. You guys saw that. This wire hidden up here. Up there. So got my light. So at least you guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah. So put that airbox cover back on there. We'll get that, and then we'll get this other cover put back on, and we'll call this one done. Now the thing about it is, I would show you guys the oil reset on this thing. However, he reset it a while ago. Thankfully he didn't go way over, but he reset it because he doesn't like it. Now if you guys are familiar with this, up here on this corner here will be like an engine light sort of thing. Not really, but down here it actually looks like an oil pressure light. Don't be afraid. The oil pressure light in China apparently means oil change due. So if you see that red blinking oil pressure light that we're all used to in North America, I don't know why I turned the light off, that means your oil change is due. So, and without that light, I don't know that you can actually reset that clock. If I knew you could, I would do it, but I'm not sure you can. I don't know if it'd make a difference. But this is her in a nutshell. Exactly 3 liters of oil, has 1 liter left over. That's the remnants of the oil. She is pretty dark. Yipper, she definitely got the life out of this oil. So that's good though. Full synthetic oil. So it's, you know, it's still pretty oily. So yeah, it might look dirty, but it did its job. So this thing actually, you know, she's actually sounding way better. She likes that oil a lot better. I wish I had some brake clean. If I did, I'd brake clean all of this oil off, but I don't have any. So that's it. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. And I'm sorry I haven't posted anything in a while. I've just been so busy, honest with you. This has been my project build, and I have more videos on my other channel, just because I've been so busy with this thing. My bike, if I can say it, does need some love. I still have it. I did not get rid of it. You know, I've been driving it, yes, but this winter I actually haven't been driving it a whole lot. I'm just putting this thing right at the end. So I mean, just to show you, because I have, why isn't it? There it is. So 29,590.8 is what I have on there for mileage, and I haven't really gone a whole lot this year. This past winter I was way too busy at work, and yeah, so premium cut seat. You guys can see the splits in that. I know I did a video of it a little while ago, but there's really nothing new to this. I do need wheel bearings in the front. I do need tires, but have you guys seen tire prices lately? Oh dear God. Yeah, I don't even know how I'm going to afford it. Well, why is it that I can get tires cheaper for my police interceptor and my truck than I can for an ATV? How is that even possible? How? The tires on my truck, which are Cooper Discovery 83 4S's, all seasons, those are 15-inch, 275. I can't remember the side profile, but 15. Cost me $800. The tires for my police interceptor are kind of pricey, actually, but even those are around $260 a piece or something like that. So, you know, I'm looking at about $1,200 my cost, basically, for that. And the Bighorns I was looking at, and it's all the Maxxis tires, because I noticed like the ITP and other, that's a whole separate video. Anyways, I need tires, I need wheel bearings in the front, I need the tie rod ends either tightened up or changed out. I'm most likely gonna change those out. And I need to do a video on the fact that I can go like this and you guys don't hear squeaking. I fixed it. So I'll be doing it just like that right there is my buddy's machine on his XP1000. I'll be doing it on his, and I'll show you guys how I fix that. So yeah, stay tuned. Please subscribe. I'm 790 some odd subscribers. I'm not dead, as I said before. It's really hard for me to come up with content. If I've got it and I got the funds, because most of my funds have been going to my truck, like I said, don't have the funds to finish that bike off. But when I do, you'll see more videos on that thing. I decided to do this one here because, well, I haven't posted in a while. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, leave a comment, subscribe, share the video, let everybody know I'm still here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so very much for your support, for all your subscribers who've stayed with my channel. I'm still getting views on it. I've even gotten a few new subscribers on it, even though I haven't been posting in a while. So thanks a lot for watching. Like I said, like, share, comment, and hey, look down below too. Even right here, I'll put the link for 2024 if you guys are interested. Lumens, HPL.com for all your off-road. So ATV, side-by-side, for truck, car, LED lights, off-road lights, light bars, strobe lights, you guys name it, HID, LED, and normal bulbs. Go to their website and use my promo code, all lowercase Seagull 2024 for 15% off. Please use it, guys. Last year, not one single person used it, but I want to try and plug it this year. All right. Again, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.